Okay, let's do some blah 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 stuff. From on the one hand, I kind of I've overdone with my English today, and from the other standpoint, that might seem that I haven't overdone my English stuff because I passed that point in my life that I felt that shoot inside me, that crunch happened, and that's kind of like being able to get the language as is and without hesitations, like without just having to interpret in my mind what's been said, what I'm talking about, what language am I speaking right now, and that stuff that just goes through my backbone and uh, goes like out or in or whatever, regardless of the point of consideration, whether I'm getting some inputs or I'm doing some outputs for maybe someone or maybe some audiences, or just right now as I'm speaking with myself, I'm doing my own thing called soliloquy, and speaking about nothing, and just it goes like automatically. I don't think about things before I sound them out, and they appear in my mind as simplest, just maybe simplest notions as I do, and I never do in my first native language that happens to be Russian, and my second native one that became recently my second native one. That's my English, and I relish being in my English. And I speak more. I guess I speak more these days in English than I do in my first native one, like Russian. And I don't know that the more I do that, the more that stuff interests me more deeply into speaking more and more and more. I don't know. I'm like a drug taker, as I reported you, and just I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Maybe something else happens to me. And today I've done a lot of work with my legwork, I should say, with my English, but I adored that thinner as is, and thanks for Jack for him performing that part with me, I should say, and for participating in my growth in my English, and I participated in his growth in his Russian, and just we were and we are colleagues in a good and a huge humongous way. And I should say, as I like this word humongous, and I don't know whether I can use it here about speaking about huge things, so literally huge, like my impression of my colleague Jack and I see our theme, our mutual theme, where we practice together and we help each other grow in our language, his Russian, my English. And after yesterday I spoke about what I'm talking too much. I'm losing my voice here. Forgive me. Bear with all this shit and stuff that's happening right now. I know I do ramblings and I will if I don't die. I hope I won't, and stuff and nonsense goes. This shit rolls itself further and further down the road, I should say. I try to make right English, right American English sounds, and I'm still on it. And what? What was I gonna say? Okay, let's speak a little bit about as far as we spoke yesterday about birds. Let's speak today about fish. And again, little do I know about fish, and I have what I have, and I'm making do with this, and let's get this show on the road. And okay. The story goes as follows. I know a lot of fish types, kind of what? I know bass, I know salmon, I know shark, I know whale, I know orca, I know what? I know goldfish. Goldfish are red. That's probably all I know about fish. And fish has the same spelling in a plural form and in singular form, and as we actually have in our Russian language like riba. It's been the first time I pronounced something in Russian on this channel. Oh, I'm so disclosive about my personal stuff. I wouldn't want to speak here in Russian as far as I'm a big follower of English, and you may just comment me down below how I was at my pronunciation in my Russian, and you may also comment me how I'm pronouncing things in American version of English language, as I'm trying to emulate it and copy and shadow it, and to fight for that thing with every tool that I have in my shed, I should say. And I'm so big about memorizing new idioms and slangy things, and I do them. And what else kinds of fish do I know? I know salty fish when it's already prepared on as a meal, like salted fish. Fish might live in the ocean, in the sea, in the river, in any kind of water reservoir. There any life in that water reservoir, that probably would be kinds of fish that live there their happy lives. I hope they live their happy lives. And okay, I know crawfish, jellyfish, but it's like separate notions. It's like even not close to the fish itself. What else do I know about fish? I know like Nemo fish from that cartoon movie called Finding Nemo, you know what I'm saying, and just stuff. And what else? Dory fish, the colleague of Nemo fish in that same movie called Finding Nemo. And what else? Like what? Like I don't know. Okay. Let's make do with this. And what I know about fish is they have their fins around their bodies, and they descended probably from the simplest living creatures that existed, I don't know, maybe even during Cretaceous period, or even before that period, Cretaceous, Carbon period, and Cretaceous period, and Jurassic period, and they existed during those periods throughout the whole line of our geological history line of our planet called Earth. And what else? Just to let me think for a while. Maybe I'll come up with something new. I mean, the new name of some fish kind that I probably might know, but I forgot. Okay, crawfish, jellyfish, bottom fish. See, the flat one that lives on the very bottom of any water reservoir on the bottom of the ocean, and it's flat, electric fish that swims like this, like wow, like I don't know. It has electric charge in it. It's always like very dangerous, because that fish might just hit you with the electricity, and you might die out of just being shocked with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know the name of that fish. Maybe not scat, but maybe bottom fish, maybe flying fish, maybe whatever fish. Speaking about kinds of fish, we fish with tool name in their names: hammerfish, sawfish, and hammerfish, sawfish, and I guess I'm done with names of those kinds of fish that I know. I'm so lame about knowing fish types. I know, just bear with this. And the point of this video shoot is just speak continuously without having to worry too much what to say, what to pitch here. And I'm just still speaking about, I don't know about what I'm speaking about here, and just it goes down the road so far, and I'm just all happiness about that. And yes, if you know some more types of fish, you may comment me in the section down below, and I'll learn more with you. And I'm so big about knowing new things, and I always do. If I have my time to learn those ones, I do. And just maybe probably that's it about tonight. I guess I've told you what I wanted about fish. And what else? Fish, all kinds of fish are very fit to their surrounding. They lived even before human beings appeared on this planet. Even before us humans, they lived, and they are considered to those fish types. They're considered to be the most fit creatures ever, because they lived deep in the ocean, and the surrounding is not very comforting there. I mean, high pressure, low temperature, might be no so good supply of food they have in their lives, those fish. And that's why they fit to their surrounding pretty good, and they are so good now about just to existing and just to participate in our life called thing on our earth. Life is a whole notion of our that all living creatures live here on this planet called earth. That's what I call life notion as a whole thing. And those fish, they participate in all the picture, in the entire picture called life on the earth. And that's probably it about tonight's video shoot, and I wouldn't overclutter your brain too much, but I know I do, and that will happen if I don't die, and stuff like that. No, I'm saying I'm always sounded loud, and just for like an entertaining thing, say self-deprecating humor, and kind of just ripping on myself by myself. You know what I'm saying again? And it's been me for making something enlightening. I hope it's been enlightening for you, and I'll be releasing new episodes as soon as I have them. See you all in a while. Thanks for watching my channel and participating in my life. See you all in a while. See you soon. It's a pleasure. See you all in a while. See you soon. Bye.